Welcome, my fellow legionnaires. Today, I am talking about cognitive loneliness, a term that may sound unfamiliar to some, yet it resonates deeply for those who experience it. Cognitive loneliness is not merely about being physically alone. It is an emotional state that arises when our inner thoughts, intellectual pursuits, and complex ideas feel isolated from the understanding of others. This loneliness stems from the absence of what I like to call mental peers. Individuals who can truly grasp the abstract and often intricate dimensions of our thought processes. Imagine for a moment someone who possesses a high intellectual capacity. They may have a passion for exploring the depths of quantum physics or unraveling the intricacies of human psychology. Despite their brilliance, they might find themselves surrounded by people who simply cannot engage with the depth of their ideas. This gap can create a profound sense of isolation, as they navigate their thoughts without the companionship of those who share or even appreciate their intellectual curiosities. The experience of cognitive loneliness often leads to what Carl Jung described as the inability to communicate the things that are most important to us. This is not just a matter of sharing facts or figures. It is about expressing the essence of our inner worlds. When we feel that no one can understand our thoughts, our passions, or our frustrations, we risk retreating further into solitude. In our society, we often equate solitude with loneliness. However, for many intelligent individuals, solitude is a choice, a deliberate space for deep work and reflection. The challenge arises when this solitude becomes a breeding ground for feelings of cognitive loneliness. What starts as a sanctuary for creativity can blur into isolation when there is an inability to connect on a deeper intellectual level. Research has shown that cognitive loneliness can have significant effects on mental health. It can lead to feelings of frustration, depression, and even anxiety. The absence of mental peers can diminish motivation and hinder personal growth. The longing for intellectual connection is not merely a desire for conversation. It is a fundamental human need to share our thoughts and ideas with others who understand and appreciate them. So, what can we do to address cognitive loneliness? First and foremost, we need to acknowledge its existence. By recognizing that this form of loneliness is valid and impactful, we open the door to conversations that can bridge the gap. It is crucial to create spaces where those with distinct intellectual interests can come together, whether through academic forums, discussion groups, or online communities. We must also cultivate empathy and understanding in our everyday interactions. When engaging with someone who may be experiencing cognitive loneliness, let us strive to listen actively, ask questions that prompt deeper discussions, and encourage them to share their thoughts without fear of judgment. By creating an environment where complex ideas can flourish, we can help alleviate the sense of isolation that often accompanies cognitive loneliness. Moreover, it is essential to encourage the exploration of diverse interests and intellectual pursuits. We should celebrate the uniqueness of each person's inner world rather than expecting conformity to mainstream ideas. This inclusivity not only enriches our communities, but also fosters connections that can help combat cognitive loneliness. As we move forward in our understanding of cognitive loneliness, let us remember that we are all on this journey together. We are all seeking connection, understanding, and the joy that comes from sharing our thoughts with others. Each of us has the capacity to be a mental peer to someone in need of connection. In conclusion, cognitive loneliness is a profound experience that touches the lives of many intelligent individuals. It is an isolation that arises not from a lack of companionship, but from the absence of mental peers who can navigate the complexities of our thoughts and ideas. As we begin to recognize and address this issue,
we can create a more empathetic community that embraces the richness of our diverse intellectual landscapes. Thank you for your time and your willingness to engage in this important conversation.